Hello everyone, it's James from Keeping It Anime, and today we'll be talking episode 98 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, the conclusion to the Revolver Lightning Duel, and this was one heck of a conclusion. I absolutely loved this episode. It showed off Lightning's brilliant characteristics as a villain, and kind of as like a scared human that's been trapped. Even Bowman in this episode states how Lightning is more human-like out of all of the Ignises for his will to survive. But what made this episode really interesting for me was that it had the best reveals inside. Like the last couple of episodes, we've had good reveals, like obviously Lightning being the worst Ignis, and then we had Lightning changing Windy's personality. But it was revealed to us in this episode that Lightning in fact was the one who implanted the computer virus in Dr. Kogami. And he actually tells Revolver this face to face because he's confident in the fact that he will have a next turn and will win. Like, Lightning is so confident and arrogant that he's going to win in this episode that he'll do anything to do it. Like we saw at the end of last episode, we saw him use Jin as a hostage. And this was played upon for like, obviously that one turn. After Lightning ended his turn, Bowman put a stop to it. Now, it looked like, from the preview of last week, that Bowman was actually absorbing Lightning. But that wasn't the case. What was actually happening was that Lightning was getting Jin's consciousness and Spectre's consciousness taken out of him by Bowman in this scene. Basically, Bowman doesn't like the way Lightning was handling things, and he wanted to put a stop to it. And this duel couldn't have ended better. Like, the one criticism I have of this duel is Revolver's character is slightly up and down. Like, we're emphasised in this episode that he's having a change of character. He's becoming more of the side of justice than the side of evil. And that's good, that's perfectly fine. But one scene he seems like he's this angry, antagonistic person. And next minute he's this caring, jolly person that cares about friendship. A little bit weird. And then he goes back to obviously being his angry, scary self. You know, he jumps back and forth between his emotions in terms of what his character wants to do. And personally, I didn't find it horrible. I just found it a little bit confusing. Especially at the end of this episode where we see him lying down in a field of flowers and he's talking to Playmaker as he's about to get erased and basically just looking up at the sky, saying about how he used to do this when he was a kid and having memories of the past. This seemed really out of character for that individual, and quite frankly, like I said, it confused me a tiny bit. Anyway though, we actually get the conclusion of this duel. And for those of you thinking Revolver was going to win, guess again. Revolver, in fact, lost. And I could argue, and you could argue, that he got a draw. But Lightning, being the main villain, and the great villain that he is, and the cheater that he certainly is, he manages to pull out the win by basically breaking the rules. You've all heard the classic phrase of Seto Kaiba, where people jokingly say, "Screw the rules, I have money." Well, Lightning should be something like, "Screw the rules, I'm an Ignis." And that actually works quite well for the rest of the series, actually. And basically, he keeps a bit of Jin's consciousness after Bowman extracts all of it, and he converts that consciousness into life points, leaving himself on one life point, even though it should be a simultaneous knockout for both parties in this duel. So yes, Lightning does in fact win this duel, but he's too beaten and too broken to basically continue on in this fight. So he basically just lets Bowman absorb him. Now, I'm not going to lie, when I was watching this part of the episode, I honestly thought that Bowman was just going to go, "Nah, I don't like you, go away, I'm going to stomp on you," and basically just stomps on him. That doesn't happen. I really wanted it to happen, but you know, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh series, so I can see why it didn't. But this series has been quite dark, so at the same time, you know, they might have. Anyway, Bowman now has all of the Ignises apart from I. Oh, and another thing. Revolver's so out of character in this episode that he calls I by his name. Even I's surprised and shocked by that and calls it out. So, Bowman has every Ignis apart from I now. So he has the fire, water, wind, light and earth. So 5, and he's ready to take on the main protagonist. Now, judging from the preview, it looks like they do have a change of scenery, which I am glad for because this field of flowers, quite frankly, is getting a bit boring after 3 episodes. So I'm liking the fact that they're changing the scenery. But for this duel literally could go either way. But there's one thing I do want to address, and that is lightning. Throughout these last few episodes, and throughout knowing lightning, we are finding out that lightning is someone who would do anything and everything to survive. And honestly thinking, I can kind of see lightning trying to take over Bowman during this duel, and that could possibly be what ends the duel in a such, because Bowman is seen to be quite prideful. He even expresses in this episode how Soulburner was a very proud and courageous opponent to face, and how Lightning isn't. But I can totally see Lightning's personality and influence trying to corrupt Bowman in this Playmaker versus Bowman duel. And Bowman, being who he is, will probably get his consciousness back, or his power back, and kind of go, nah, you know what, I cheated, that's enough. It's something along those lines. Maybe not that exactly, but I feel like something with Lightning is still going to play a big factor in this upcoming duel. So overall, this duel has some great animation, great dialogue, and all round was a fantastic episode. Out of the 3 episodes that we've had between this duel, I actually really did like this episode and would say that this was my favourite out of the 3. Animation quality was pretty good throughout as well, and the music was nice. There's some nice sound effects in this episode. Especially for the revolver scene, they tried to make that quite touching, and yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah, overall, this episode for me gets a solid, well, I'll say solid, probably a 7.5 out of 10. It was a good episode, and I would highly recommend for anyone to watch it. So that's going to do it for this review. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I think, I did a pack opening video for the, you can see it in the background, Duel Power box. And I said I was going to give away the playmat and some cards that were opened within that box. In order to enter that, I did say that you have to comment on that video, and some of you did. So thank you very much for all of those who participated in that. I really do appreciate it. Now it's time to find out who is the lucky winner for that draw. So, let's go to the internet a minute. I've got a random name picker, and I put all of your names into this lot. Now, I'm going to be picking a name at random, and I've not done it yet, so this is literally on the fly, and the winner will be, if I butcher your name, I do apologise, but I'll put it up on the screen. Lewis Samuel Frey. Now, I probably did butcher that, and I do apologise, but like I said, I'll put it up on screen, and I'll also take a screenshot of the comment and put that up there as well, so you know. Now, the best way to do this, I think, would be to, if you, the winner, can possibly contact me on through Twitter, you know, DM me if you've got that. If not, then I shall put my email address in the description of this video for 48 hours, and feel free to email me on there. Because obviously I'll need to find out some information, but please do not put it in the comment section of this video. I do not want anyone's information to be displayed personally. So yeah, I'll put the link to my Twitter into the description and my email address, so feel free to contact me on either one. I look forward to hearing from you, and then once I've got the details finalised, I can send it off to you. So congratulations to you, you are the lucky winner of this giveaway. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, so you never miss a video from me. Until next time guys, keep it anime, and have a great day.